Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with a very special topic. Prominence points. In Mortal Online 1 there was a currency called Prominence Points. For example, if you're killing a bandit, you get 1 Prominence point. If you're killing a Minotaur, you get 10 Prominence points. And just for example, 24 Prominence points is, for example, the cost of 1 guard for 1 day in Mortal Online 1. So if you, for example, have territory control structures, some structures and some NPCs need Prominence points that you can pay the upkeep for them. And just for example, a guard takes 24 Prominence points or even more. It depends on what kind of guard. A normal guard, an elite guard, and a lictor guard. And also, for example, if you have a war, for example, with another guild, with another nation, you get might Prominence points. So these are also Prominence points, but you get them while killing your enemy. And there were also surplus Prominence points. These points were acquired, for example, if you go, for example, to a keep and donate items there. The items will vanish in nothing, so they will be destroyed, but you gain Prominence points for yourself and for the guild. I don't want to brag about it. Actually, I want to do that. No, these are the statistics from Mortal Online 1, also linked in the description if you're interested. And yeah, I'm at 11th place from all the surplus Prominence points you people gathered. So if you were, for example, a trader like me and you had enough shit of whatever items and stuff, you throw it in there and you get your Prominence points, because every item has a prominence value. Okay, not every item, but the most items. And I guess a stack of rice was 30 Prominence points or something like that. I don't know. I mean, I really farmed that hardcore. And with Prominence points, you can buy, for example, very nice siege equipment. You can buy a lot of guards. You can buy whatever the shit. So Prominence points is very important for territory control. And it doesn't matter which way you get the Prominence points. So it doesn't matter if you get them from surplus, or if you get them while killing, I don't know, Minotaurs or bandits, or I don't know, Rizzers, or if you get them if you're killing your war enemy guild or whatever stuff. Very interesting will it be with the nation system, because in Mortal Online 1 there was a nation system, and maybe if they will implement that in Mortal Online 2, yeah, they will. Hendrik said that they will make a nation system, but then it will be interesting if we also get Prominence points if you do something for the nation. But this is a completely different topic. So back to the topic. The interesting thing how it will play out. I mean, Hendrik said for the siege equipment stuff and stuff like that, you don't need so much gold like in Mortal Online 1. I don't know what he meant by that. Maybe he meant we need more Prominence points, so we all need to farm more Prominence points and actually be able to siege stuff, or being actually able to build territory control stuff instead of gold, because he was always talking about, yeah, when TC arrives, where you will need to not start over, but you will need to have the new currency, and with the new currency he meant the Prominence points, of course, to buy and get some stuff. So here's now Hendrik's statement to that about the Prominence points and how they will play out. Maybe
can you explain the prominence system a bit? What sort of things can change your prominence? How is prominence related to ability to siege or resist sieges? So there are 3 types of prominence points. Might prominence is that you can lose and obtain in PvP against nations and other guild conflicts. We have, what is the name? Surplus prominence, which comes from trading. And then we have the third one, what the hell is the name of that one? Which is tied to PvE encounters, invasions, working against those kind of stuff. And also, killing some bosses, monsters also contributes to this. Yeah, glory, prominence, glory. So your guild can contribute in various ways to work towards those prominence points, which gets collected in your kingdom, and then the leaders distribute those options depending on the ranks, which means, if you want to construct siege tents, siege machineries, you need to spend a lot of prominence. And only those that can do it can access those kind of things. Sounds like griefing will give an advantage in prominence. Please tell me how, so I can explain that it's not. So you can't just... there's obviously a balance, right? Depending on how you get your main prominence. And we fully understand that if you just kill everyone you see to get a lot of prominence, that promotes to just mayhem and destruction without meaningful trades or tactical components. So obviously relying on high, steady prominence flow is not a stable way when it comes to PvP. The stable way is more towards, working against the invasions on Mirland, helping saving Mirland, killing bosses and mobs, trading and so on. That is a steady flow that is you can always rely on, and it's possible to do for anyone from small scale to large scale, from solo to large group play. So in a war, it's more like, okay, you may be losing a few points towards the enemies until you sign off, surrender. Then you prevent that from happening. So, and it's also based on ranks. So you can't steal shitloads of prominence by killing everyone. You get a few points by killing, depending on their ranks. So obviously, if you're a captain with high rank, you may lose a little bit more points. But we're talking about, a small amount of points being transferred in such battles. So the main content is in many other areas, and that is obviously for a natural balance. We want to make sure that we don't promote griefing, surging at 100%, destroying cities and houses left and right because it makes you rich and best. That's not very good and positive for the game world. We want to promote the opposite as a baseline. If you have a successful city, a lot of people want to use your services, you gain from that. If you have neighbors, you may want to recruit them to be able to obtain their area of influence and further expand your kingdom as a keep owner. And then obviously there will be other keep owners that want to steal your neighbors. That is a more healthy, interesting, protect, kill alliances kind of conflicts.
Well, that sounded pretty interesting. It's a very interesting topic, and just in my opinion, is that Henrik said surplus is trading. Yeah, trading was like you going with you take the items, you go to the keep, you go to the NPC and saying trade this in to get surplus prominence points. So I don't know in which world this is trading, but I guess in Mortal Online this is considered trading. Deleting items to get a magic number. And I really hope that this will change for Mortal Online 2, that we don't have just to trade in stacks of whatever shit to get the prominence points. Maybe with the new supply system, maybe you can do something there, Henrik, that you get surplus PP prominence points when you're using the supply lines and whatever stuff. I mean, that would be far better. And also, I also have a concern about the might system, where you can rob some prominence points from other guilds. What is the result of that? The result of that is that people in the guilds will just rank everyone the lowest rank to not lose any prominence points. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, if you have so much guild ranks and no one will want to use that then because it doesn't make sense, then I can only say, well, you outplayed yourself. Maybe killing a guild enemy target should maybe get every time the same prominence points. I don't know, just an idea. Or maybe remove that completely and bind it to the bounty system. But anyway, maybe you have another opinion, maybe you have better ideas, so please leave your opinion in the comments, would be fucking awesome. And please also leave a like and subscribe, this would be awesome. And ring the bell. So special thanks to all these surplus prominence point supporters: Carmel, Professor Lukario, the Spice Gentleman, Slavic Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Cologne, Bulldog, Canopo, and all the others, of course. So never forget to get your prominence points hard. Party hard. See you all next time. Goodbye.